What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing today? Listen, what's going on here to preview tomorrow's show. What you know should know by now is the Big Time Show podcast that will be happening on tomorrow at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Central Time, right here on Podbean, of course. And to all of you that will be possibly watching on Facebook and Periscope and my YouTube channel. That will happen on tomorrow evening at 3 p.m. And I'm going to be honest with you, on tomorrow, you should already know what I'm talking about on tomorrow. It is, of course, cowboy related. You already know that. There's plenty of other things to talk about, but you all know how big of a cowboy fan I am, and I will be talking about them in general tomorrow. Of course, we're going to talk about Dak a little bit, to be honest with you, and we're going to talk about some other issues. But to be perfectly honest with you on today, and those that are on Podbean who will listen to this maybe a little bit later, I want you to direct the show tomorrow. I'm going to call this pretty much an open mic show tomorrow. An open mic show tomorrow. We're going to talk about what you want to talk about tomorrow. You will direct this entire show. I got about 3 or 4 things that I want to talk about, but some of that stuff is, a little repetitive. And I'm quite sure we all be talking about the same thing, but maybe some of you will have an angle that maybe I haven't thought about or I haven't heard. I don't care what it sounds like. There's no such thing as being overbearing or overboard or ridiculous, because this situation with the Cowboys is ridiculous. There's no question about that. So tomorrow, I want you guys to direct me on tomorrow. So whatever it is that you want to talk about that is cowboy related, of course, I would be glad to talk about it. So tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Central Time, for the Big Time Show podcast. Listen, some of you that will look at this a little bit later on, I need you to do me a favor, if you don't mind. I need you to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is I'm going to type it in here for you so you can see it on the screen. This is what you will see on the YouTube channel, if you don't mind. There it is there. Just type that in so you can see that. So go quickly now, and you'll see something like what you're seeing now. You see that in the corner there. You see the big time symbol there. It'll be in black and in white. All you have to do is that'll be the one that you'll see, the big time show, and simply subscribe to it. And that's all I need you to do. And hey, if you do that, if you don't want to watch me on Facebook, you can watch me, of course, on YouTube. You'll get the same thing. I'll be coming live from there, or of course, it'll be there for you after you finish. That would be absolutely great and awesome if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel on there. And for those of you that want to follow me on my podcast home, which is Podbean, all you need to do is go to Podbean. I guess I might as well put that there too, if you don't mind. Podbean. Download this to your phone or your PC. That's all you have to do. Download that to your phone or your PC. It's a free app. Search out the Big Time Show podcast, and it's really that simple. Follow the show. That's all you have to do on there. So it would be great if you guys would help your boy out in that area. I would appreciate it tremendously if you would do that and begin to follow me on there. There are some shows that I am considering doing strictly just on Podbean, Podbean only. So I realized that would bring my numbers down, but there are some things that I kind of want to present because I have a somewhat of a little small audience that is just not when I do things that are related to the church. I will get some people there. Well, let me just put it like this: on Podbean, you can select the category that you want to kind of function under for your particular show. So I can switch back and forth from sports to religion or anything like that. When I do the religion, there's people that just follow religious shows and they will join in on the show. They don't necessarily like sports or whatever. So in other words, my audience may change. So I'm going to be start doing some things on Podbean only. And if you like what I do or you like what I say, go ahead and download Podbean again. I'll show it to you one more time. Download Podbean to your phone or your computer or whatever listening device, your iPad or whatever, and follow me there. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Go ahead and join that. I'm just about everywhere, you guys. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Let me edit this part here out a little bit. Yeah, I'm here. There it is on your screen. If you have any of these platforms social media platforms, the Big Time Show podcast is on every single one of these that you see right now. I'm on Pandora, I'm on Spotify, I'm on iHeartRadio, Twitter, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Google Podcasts, all of these platforms, all of my shows, every show is on there. So you can join me there. I would appreciate it. But tomorrow, as you guys know, I want to talk about the Lakers so bad, but it just won't let me go. The Cowboys would not let me go. They won't. And I got a feeling I'm going to be with the Cowboys, and I don't mind because I love them. And I love them, and I don't mind doing it. So don't mind saying it at all. I got a couple people on here. I don't know who y'all are that's looking at me. I see a few people. Hello. Y'all looking, but y'all ain't saying that. Hey, what's up? Roast Master Glenn on. There you go. Roast Master Glenn, how you doing, sir, on Podbean? Thank you for joining in. I don't know who you are, but do you have a podcast yourself? This is this is just my preview for tomorrow's show, Roast Master Glenn. I usually come on Saturdays at 3 o'clock. I will be talking Cowboy Talk tomorrow. Oh, just the same Glenn as always. Oh, okay. The same, my man Glenn. Okay. All right, from the Glick. Okay, I got you. This is my guy who comes in. I appreciate you, Glenn. Thank you for letting me know that. I didn't know it because I don't never search it out. Okay, so I appreciate you, Glenn, for letting people know. So all you got to do is just go to the big time. I may be the only big time. Hey, Miss Key, I see you. Hey, hello, Miss Key. How are you? It's been a while. We've worked together for so long. It's got to be over a decade. It's good to see you. Thank you for popping in and speaking and saying hello. So on tomorrow again, Cowboy Talk. I'm gonna let you guys direct my show on tomorrow. I'm gonna let you guys direct my show on tomorrow. So whatever you guys have Cowboy related, let's talk about it. We're gonna have my show as a venting board on tomorrow because y'all got to be just as frustrated as I am. I mean, that may be the title of the show. It's called Frustration. Yeah. I'm at the point where I just don't know what else to do. I'm frustrated. I am. I'm frustrated with everybody. I'm frustrated with the parking lot security at the Cowboys. I'm frustrated with the people that wash the uniforms. I'm frustrated with Jerry Jones, obviously. I'm frustrated with Dak. I'm frustrated with Steven. I'm frustrated with the secretaries. I'm just frustrated with everybody that's related to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm frustrated. I am. I'm frustrated. Parking lot security, ticket people, whoever. Okay, thank you. Also, there is 2 big time, but only 1 big time show. So there's 2 big times. I'm going to have to take care of that. I'm going to have to go ahead and do what I was supposed to do. I got one of my patrons on here, Miss Ty. See you. I'm going to have to go ahead and put a stamp on the big time, so it can only be me and anybody else that wants to use that. They're going to have to pay me to do that. So I'm going to get on that like immediately, rather quickly, even though it's like that. But I'm going to have to put a domain on it. Hope they ain't listening and beat me to it. So we're going to take care of that. This is the one and only. This is the big time show. No question. Y'all should know me by now. If you don't know, look, go back on my page. It gets kind of funny and silly and crazy sometimes when I start talking Cowboys. It get real funny sometimes. So for those that have been with me, you already know. So it ain't no telling what's going to happen tomorrow, especially since I'm okay, yeah. It looks like a podcast, 1 episode from 3 years ago. So they're not even in the game no more. It's just there as inventory. I see you, Glenn. I'm gonna have to Podbean may hold it, but I'm gonna have to make sure it's mine and mine only. Why? Because I am big time. Now, look, listen. Some of you guys gonna get a little irritated because you think I'm bragging, but I am big time. I am. I've had it since I was, let me see, that was my nickname in high school for playing football. And just give you an idea, I'm not bragging. You just ask some of the people that played with me. I was Ray Lewis before Ray Lewis came. I was that type of energetic type guy. And I got my coach Frank, who's still there at Kirby High School, started calling me big time. And I just kind of took it and ran with it. And so since the age of, I want to say 15 or 16, people know me as a lot of stuff, Lewis, and some people call me Douglas, some people call me Doug, and then there are some that know me as Big Time. Yes, that is my nickname, that. So it's not being braggadocious. It's just kind of like, in my DNA. So I am big time, and it's only right that I call it the Big Time Show. Some people know me, of course, as Bishop Brooks. Some people know me as that, and I made sure that I kind of separated the two. I still am a preacher. I still am an assistant pastor, but there's another side to me, which is called Big Time, and that's why I got the show. So there's your history lesson on Big Time. That's why I call it that. It does come off a little egotistical, but exactly, I understand it. It does sound egotistical, and hey, let's just be realistic. I got the nickname playing football, so I guess you can just stick with it because you had to have an ego on the football field. You had to have an attitude. You had to have some moxie about yourself. You had to have some real, I'm the man type feeling. So I had that. I don't kind of say that. I just thought that would be an appropriate name for the show, and they give me a chance to dip back into Big Time world, which is me, Big Time. So, but as you can see, I really don't do it because if you're on Facebook, you'll see my name in the corner there, my actual name. So I'm not trying to do it. Most people know me as that, of course, by my name, and that's kind of what I run by. But I thought that it would be nice to just call it the Big Time Show kind of podcast. It sounds like a little catchy name. So there it is. Speaking of which, since I just went that way, I guess let me switch now to that, since I just said it. Don't be afraid to be who you are. I guess that's the end of my little sports talk. And then for those that will listen to sports talk, I appreciate you hanging out. I'll get into a little life lesson here. Don't be afraid to be who you are. You know who you are. And as long as it does not come against the will or the word of Christ, be who you are. It's just that simple. People don't have the gifts that you have. I don't have the gifts that you have. You don't have the gifts that I have. It's hard to get on the microphone like I'm on now, and even in speaking and preaching and teaching, it's hard to stand up for an hour or 45 minutes and go nonstop and talk like that. It's hard to do that. It's not easy. It really isn't. But I know it seems like it's easy, but it's not. And so, be who you are. If God has blessed you with a gift of gab, I guess that's a good way to say it. A good gift of gab. Use it. It's a gift, so that means, according to the scripture, it says that you can profit withal. So God gives you a gift to profit. Do you know how people with gifts of gab? Do you know how many people make so much money with speaking engagements across the country? There are people that walk in God's green earth that can just say, look, I want to fly to this place and you need to pay me $150,000 just so I can do this in 40 minutes. There are people that have that type of, I guess, moxie and power that can create that type of revenue. So develop your gift at what you're good at. I think I'm halfway decent at talking. And so this is where I am. So I'm going to do what I have to do. I love the Cowboys. It's really a hobby for me. But it's turning into something kind of serious. So I don't mind. You just never know how God will bless you. You just never know when and how God will bless you. You just don't know. You just don't know. And here come Pastor Greer with his pastor. I got another preacher on here. Here go Pastor Greer with his hating self. He's a 49er fan, so he just coming on here to antagonize me. That's all he doing. So I already know him. And Pastor Greer, listen, I was just talking about be who you are. See, so you go. See what I'm saying? Y'all see him on Facebook. Just look at him. He said, how is the highlights this week on your VCR? That's Pastor Greer. What he told me, if y'all don't know, he told me to get some cowboy VCR tapes and just look at those. That's the last time we won anything. So the last time we won something, we were still using VCRs. So see what I'm saying? So, these are the people. And you figure that a fellow pastor, great preacher that he is, great pastor, you figure that he would come on here and have sympathy for me and leave me alone. But he coming on here bothering me. Thank you, Glenn. I see what you said, man. Appreciate you. So let him, when he come on here, he come messing with me and all that. I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, let it be. But you guys, listen. Whatever you are, accept who you are, and then function with what you have. Because with what you have, it can propel you to another level in your life. Your gift that you have, that whatever it is that you have that God has blessed you with, it can create a whole new avenue for you. Now, I'm not necessarily saying money. I am including that, but I'm also saying it could create an avenue for you that you can have peace. Some things like this for me is really therapeutic. I don't know. I mean, y'all don't have to feel it the way I feel. I'm just telling you, this stuff is therapeutic for me. Talking sports and talking cowboy talk and talking God, talking the things of God. You just never know what that may do you. He said, well, here go Greer again. Well, I have, except that you're a Cowboy fan, you're not going nowhere this year. Bye. Great job also on your talk show. Pastor Greer low down, man. Pastor Greer low down. He low down. But that's my guy. Great preacher here in Memphis. Great pastor here in Memphis. The Holy Ground Church is where he pastors. Great preacher. Look him up actually on Facebook. Actually, if you want to see him, Holy Ground Church, just follow that page. He has a lot of his sermons on there. I guarantee you'll be blessed by listening to him. So check him out when you can. But I don't mind creating an avenue for myself. And this is what I do here on this. And once you start something, you just never know what's going to happen as you move. As you keep moving, you just never know what doors may open while you're moving. So I encourage Glenn, if you still on here, man, hey, Glenn, I encourage you to keep doing your podcast, man. Just keep doing it. Hey, if one person listening, you just never know. That one person may tell somebody else before you know it, you'll have 10 just from that one. That'll be my thing. So there he is. Pastor Greg says there he gave you the time when he speaks. It's 8 a.m. Each Sunday on Macklemore, Memphis, Tennessee, 38106. But for those that he gave you his instruction for those that are in Memphis. But Pastor Greg, I got people on Podbean listening from out of town right now at the same time. So for those that are out of town that may be interested to hear about this pastor that I'm talking about, Pastor Carlton Greer from the Holy Ground Church, go on Facebook. Everybody got a Facebook account. Go on Facebook and type in Holy Ground Church and follow that page. And then you'll be able to check him out through Facebook. So it's just not limited here to Memphis. It's everywhere. So check him out when you can. Great preacher. And I guarantee you'll be satisfied with what you hear. Hello, Let's On Fire. What's going on? I think somebody else came in here. Okay. All right. On Podbean. So you guys listen tomorrow again. It's an open mic day. I have my notes, but I feel like you guys can, maybe you guys hit me out with an angle I just don't know about or maybe it's something that you want to vent. So we're gonna call this a venting show tomorrow with the Cowboy situation. It ain't necessarily got to deal with that. It could be anything Cowboy related. We can talk draft if that's what you want to talk about. If you want to talk Dak, we can talk about that. You want to talk about the Jones family, we can talk about that. You want to talk about Ezekiel Elliott, if you want to talk free agency talk, we can talk about that. So you guys, hey, join me on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time on tomorrow, and let's see exactly where you guys will take this show on tomorrow. Before I leave, I'd be wrong if I didn't do this. Listen, if you want to be a patron of the show, especially if you're on Podbean now, if you're on Podbean, there's a way that you can become a patron of the show. All you have to do is click that button that says become a patron. And that's all you have to do. And you can follow those instructions there and let your mind, hopefully you be convinced to support this show in that way. It'll be good. If you're on Podbean, of course, while I'm talking, you can send me those golden beans and hearts. Hey, what's up? What's up, Tommy? Is that my guy Tommy there? Hey, man, what's going on? Tommy's in the house on Podbean. Yeah, I got you, man. I know who you are. I know you, man. One of my it's turned into one of my frequent visitors of the show who supports me, and I appreciate him for even just taking our time just to listen at me. So we appreciate that. But if you're on Podbean, there's several ways you can do it. You can send those little hearts that some of you guys are doing now, and golden beans. And then, of course, you just want to just skip through it all. You can just become a patron. Click on that and support me in that way. If you're on Facebook, however, if you're on Facebook, there it is for you there on Facebook and YouTube and Periscope. All you have to do is click right there, $ the Big Time Show. That is the cash app for this podcast, $ the Big Time Show. That's all you have to do with that, and any contribution. If you feel like supporting your guy here, I would appreciate it so much. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, this is not my primary job by no means. It's just a way to create another avenue for me and my family and the way I do things. So if your heart is convicted or to help me out in that way, then I would appreciate it. If not, it's cool too. I just want you to tune in and listen. I ain't got no problem with it. I really do. I want visitors. I figured if you stay with me long enough, you'll come around and you'll tell other people, and that's another way of support just by gaining listeners. Evidently, you know, I hope that as I told you guys before, when I first started this, I really wanted to start a podcast from a fan perspective, but not so big of being a fan that I don't bring facts. So this is more of I'm not coming from an analyst type perspective when I do my show. I'm coming to you as a fan, but I do have facts at the same time. And then once you get a fan perspective plus facts at the same time, you'll get a unique, I guess, you'll get a unique, I guess, perspective or a delivery of what you're saying. And so that's what I do. So if you like shows that has got guys that got strictly facts, this won't be your show per se. There will be some facts though. I mean, I do my research and I do my homework, but I really come from a fan perspective, because when it all boils down to it, if you're not playing the game, then you are a fan. It's just that simple. You're not a player, so you're a fan. I don't care how old you are, I don't care how much you know, you just you're a fan. If you know the facts, then you're just more of an educated fan than some. You just a fan. Right now, I'm a frustrated fan. How about that? That's what I am. I am a frustrated fan. That's what I am. I'm frustrated. I'm very irritated. It is no question about it. I'm irritated. I'm getting very, very irritated week by week, day by day. Every time I turn on ESPN, I almost need to get a crying towel right beside, because I already know it ain't no good news coming out of Dallas. It's the same news. Dak still not signed. Jerry still ain't signed them. Jerry ain't found no way to go get them. I mean, it's the same thing. I almost need a crying towel every time I watch ESPN. You see what I'm saying? That's where I am now. So you guys, y'all come over help me with my frustration. Somebody give me some type of hope. Somebody come here, because I don't see it. I just don't. I don't see it. Somebody help me tomorrow. Tomorrow at 3:00. I'm going to share this with a few more Cowboy groups tomorrow. Hopefully they'll tune in, and maybe somebody will help me. Tommy, if you still on here, maybe search for me some help, Tommy. Just search, give me some help for tomorrow. Just look, find something that they're gonna make me say, okay, I'm ready. Find something. Don't come to the show tomorrow empty-handed. Everybody's gonna watch this later on. Come to the show tomorrow with some, a few bullets in your gun to help me. I need some hope. The Cowboys not giving me hope right now. Jerry, no hope. I ain't seen it. All I'm saying is just Dak walk around taking pictures with his girlfriend, letting everybody know he ain't on crutches. That's the only hope I see so far. That's it. He trying to show everybody, look, I'm walking. I'm in the Dominican Republic. I'm chilling out. I'm doing this. I saw Dak gave some money yesterday to the homeless shelter. I saw that. That's good. That's good humanitarian stuff. Okay, maybe he'll be nominated for NFL Man of the Year or something like that. I give him that. But when it comes to this contract and him being on the field and him having a star on his helmet for the next 4-5 years, I don't see no hope. I'm down. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not. I feel like singing the song of Minnie Riperton when she said, "You abandoned me. You don't live here anymore. It's just a vacancy. Love don't live here anymore." Y'all forgive me for that, but it's just what I'm feeling right now. So y'all forgive me. It's what I'm feeling right now. I feel sad right now. I do. I feel like a lonely if this was Christmas time. If this was Christmas time and this was going on, I would feel just like Prince when he said it's another lonely Christmas. I'm not feeling good right now about my Cowboys. I'm not feeling good. I'm not, y'all. Y'all, I'm sorry for all y'all optimistic fans. Hey, God bless you. Hey, I don't have no problem with you. I'm just not on y'all level right now. It's not looking good. It's not feeling good. It's not looking good. I don't see no hope. I just don't. I'm until it happens, I'll change my tune in. But as for now, I don't feel good. Okay. So I'm out 3:30. Excuse me, not 3:30. I'm sorry. 3:00 Central Time on tomorrow. 3:00 Central Time on tomorrow. The Big Time Show podcast will once again be out here. Got to say something. We'll see you on tomorrow at 3 p.m. All right, y'all have a good rest of the day. If you're in the Memphis, Tennessee area, please be safe, as we are still dealing with this winter wonderland that we've had here. If you're in the Texas area, Tommy, I know you're there. If you're in the Texas area, please be careful out there. and try to wait until this stuff thaw out. I mean, really, that's really all we can do. We can't we can't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta wait till the sun come out and melt this stuff, and that's all what we can do. You can shovel all day long. Sooner or later, you're gonna get tired. Hey, just let God's work be God's work. The sun and we'll dry it up again now. At least in Memphis, it's supposed to be in the 50s in the next couple of days. So we all know that all this snow that we've had will be gone. All this ice, it'll be gone in the next couple of days. So all we gotta do is just wait it out, and we're gonna be all right. Those of you in Texas, it's gonna be all right. Just wait it out. It's gonna be fine. All right, I'll see you guys on tomorrow. We're gonna have some fun here at the one and only, the Big Time Show. See you tomorrow. Podbean. It's gonna be on tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is. Facebook can't hear me now, it's just you and me. It is the Big Time Show. Woo!